VScript has arrived to Team Fortress 2, and this is a game changer. What is it? Basically, it's the ability to attach the actual custom code to TF2 maps. This single change can potentially be worth more than every update since 2017 combined, Jungle Inferno included. Have you ever played Prop Hunt? Have you ever played Zombie Fortress, Dodgeball, Class Wars, or that little game mode I made a decade ago called vs Saxton Hale? All of those were powered by custom server plugins. But now, with the ability to attach custom code to your maps, it can be done within Vanilla TF2. Hopefully, it's not certain yet. Maybe we can even make custom weapons now. Again, haven't tested this, don't get too excited yet. Recently, we've got a few maps with custom gameplay mechanics. Molder Grove has the Underworld 3v3 fighting area, which grants the winning team critical hits for a few seconds. Lumberyard Event is in fact a play destruction map that pretends to be an arena map, and it also turns you into a dispenser ghost as you die. On Crusher, the flag carrier becomes a giant with an unhealthy amount of modifiers, very close to actually breaking the game. There is more, but you get the picture. Since those maps couldn't introduce new code, they had to rely on using the vanilla logic map entities bundled with the game, often in ways not intended by the developers. For example, the overlays seen on Hell Train and Molder Grove are incompatible with other overlays, such as Flames, Uber, or Girate. To become a giant on Crusher, you have to touch this trigger that will grant you crits, and also this trigger that will reduce healing from medics, and this trigger which will make you move slower. This one replaces your footstep sounds, this one makes you immune to backstabs, this one increases your max health, this one increases your max health, this one also increases your max health? I see, each class has its own max health trigger. And I have no idea where the map actually makes you big. Now you see why stuff like this happens. Bonesaw. Besides the instances where Valve just compiled the map incorrectly, yes, that happened, the Horseman model was all glitchy because there was no official way to assign a custom model to a non-player entity, only through hacks. And Valve have added a proper way in response. But now I start to wonder how Synthetic and Farmageddon were lucky enough to dodge the bullet in the first place. Anyway, now instead of all this, we can have actual code. You might argue that making code is harder than making map logic, but that's not actually the case. Essentially, this is the code. It's just a very bad, inefficient, and slow-performing way of expressing code. At the end of the day, code is just a way to tell the game what to do, step by step. So is this. Now, here's an exciting part. I, the original creator of vs Saxton Hale Mode, have started making my TF2 map of the Saxton Hale Mode, but this time powered by Vanilla TF2. No plugins required. This means I can upload it to the workshop, and, with enough visibility and support from you guys, Valve might add it to the game once it's finished. Update. I need someone who can do the custom voice lines as Saxton Hale and Marasmus I plan for the map. Unfortunately, the guy who voiced Hale for the VSH plugin is not available for such a task. For the same reason, using the existing lines from the plugin is also not an option. That would be illegal to do without his permission, which I don't have. Is such a map actually possible to make? At the time of recording, I don't actually know yet. You can follow the progress on my Twitter, YouTube, or my Patreon. I also plan to make a video where I discuss the early history of vs Saxton Hale, as well as the game design journey it went through. If you want to catch that, make sure to subscribe.